During the Whole Cake Island arc, we get to witness Big Mom's territory in the form of Totto land, which is supposed to be an utopia for all the races living together in harmony. Now obviously that is coming with an asterisk mark, a small terms and conditions apply, wherein basically every resident has to provide a soul tax to Big Mom in order to reside there, and they are essentially trapped there because they can never actually leave there without their own death. Moreover, in this particular scenario, almost, the keyword here being almost, every race on the planet is actually present on Totto land. It doesn't matter if they're prisoners or even hybrid forms, because their pure and original forms are not present there, but almost every single race is present upon Big Mom's territory, the only exception being 3 major races. This has been told to us from Big Mom herself, and this has been told to us yet again in Wano as well. And the first one was pretty obvious because it is directly linked towards the backstory of Big Mom and the havoc that she created in the village of the giants, and therefore she does not have a good relationship with the giants, and because of this there are no giants present upon Totto land. So that was the first tribe. The second tribe, it is something which we always assume to be some form of a Skypian being, but it's not intrinsically Skypia, but rather Big Mom herself confirmed that it is the race of King. Now in the latest chapters of One Piece, via Queen, we get to learn that King's race is actually called Lunarians, and there's a lot of mystery behind this particular race as to who exactly they are. I have myself done a couple of different theories in this particular regard, you can check them out here, but it is essentially tied to the god beings or god kingdom which resided upon the Red Line before Marijua came there, and this race is supposed to be the descendant of the moon people in a way, and there's a lot of mystery basically going on behind the scenes about Lunaria clan and maybe their potential link to the Windsmoke family or Sanji in particular. Again, this is something which I've talked about in detail, so you can go and watch them out here. But today's topic of discussion is in relation to that third race, that third tribe, that unknown tribe which everyone was speculating about what exactly is it going to be. We have almost seen all the other different tribes, from merfolk to long limbs to three-eyed people. Almost every single race is there, but exactly one particular race is missing beyond the Lunarians and Giants, and it seems like One Piece chapter 1025 is finally giving us that particular answer in the form of the identity of Kaido. Now so far we have actually not seen the true backstory of Kaido, his interactions with Big Mom, what exactly happened on the Rocks Pirate, and how he was the apprentice upon the ship of Rocks T. Zebek. So this is still a very big mystery, and we are yet to witness the true backstory of Kaido in a way. And it seems like this mystery is thickening even more because we are sort of getting the hints that Kaido is not actually a human. This was initially a very prevalent theory back in the day, especially from around the time when we actually got to witness him in his true form, because he had a striking similarity, especially because of his body form, to some of the other characters we have seen so far in the series, namely Ors and Ors Jr. Now, what exactly are these creatures? Let's talk about that. So hello and welcome to Wonder WhyZ, and thank you so much for joining in. Let's talk about Oni Kaido, because it seems like Kaido is actually an Oni, or rather a demon. Now Kaido already bears a striking similarity to Ors and Ors Jr., but they technically fall upon the character of ancient giants. Again, we don't have any clear indication as to how giants and ancient giants are actually different, other than the fact that ancient giants supposedly lived hundreds and thousands of years ago. That's the only basic difference which we know so far. And in this particular chapter, Kaido specifically uses the word Oni while he's referring to Yamato, and he's essentially trying to make her understand that she contains the Oni blood in her veins, and that is an absolute truth. This is something which Yamato cannot escape, and this is the reason why everyone is going to betray her and everyone is going to leave her behind. She is not going to be able to have any friends. Obviously that is something which will be contradicted by none other than Luffy, but that's a topic of discussion for another day as to if she's actually going to become an official Straw Hat or not. But right now we are almost confirmed that Oni is actually a tribe here, and it seems like Kaido is intrinsically linked to it, because this is the major reason why Yamato is being called as or referred to as the Oni Princess, and that is very much in line with how she was introduced into the series by using or having the Oni mask. Now Oni is essentially a very important part of Japanese folklore, from yokai to og, and these form of things are very much intrinsic to Japanese lore, and all of this really makes a lot of sense because we have been getting hints for this from a very long time. The first one being obviously Onigashima. Now Shima means island and Oni means demon, so it's essentially Demon Island or Og Island or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's the first thing. Then secondly, in around chapter 999, Marco literally calls Kaido an ogre. So yeah, there's the second confirmation about that. And even beyond that, this is a very thematic scheme. Like I told you all, the Oni is a very important part or intrinsic part of Japanese folklore, because now we are officially entering into the Momotaro story. There's still some set pieces left in this particular theme, but I feel like we are properly entering the territory of Momotaro. Now Momotaro is a very ancient story where he went on a journey to slay the demon or the Oni which was terrorizing a separate village, and on his way to that particular battle, he gains the trust and becomes friends with three creatures, the three creatures being a monkey, a dog and a pheasant. Now Momotaro is obviously a reference to Momo at this point, monkey is Monkey D. Luffy, dog is the Inu Ino no Mi form in the form of Yamato, and the final set piece is still a little bit different here or a little bit confusing. A lot of people are still saying that Marco is probably the pheasant here because he has the Phoenix Devil Fruit, but I have a little different kind of a theory which I'm going to maybe make a separate video upon, elaborating upon it, but so far I just want to give you all a quick shout out about it. I feel like the pheasant part is going to be none other than Hiyori. She has to be currently present in Onigashima. Remember, all the way back we got the silhouette of someone who was healing the samurai. Yeah, that mystery has still not been resolved, so my thought process here is that Hiyori is probably the one who is going to contain or have the pheasant devil fruit. Again, I'm going to talk about all of these things in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. But the basic thing which I'm trying to say here is that this is exemplifying the Momotaro story, and in that way, who is the Oni here, who is the demon here? It is obviously Kaido, and it feels like this Oni, this demon, this Og is actually a separate clan, a separate tribe of its own, and this is the third and final missing race from Big Mom's territory. So far we have seen giants, then there was Lunarians, and finally Oaks. So yeah, this is the theory in my opinion. These are the three missing creatures from Totto land, and we are probably getting a full-on confirmation about this pretty soon when we have the backstory of Kaido, because that's going to be amazing. That is really going to be amazing. And even though it is going to answer a lot of different questions, I feel like it's going to introduce us to a horde of different questions, especially in regards to the mythical creature called Rock's T. Zebek. So yeah, I'm really excited about all of these things. So what do you guys think about it? Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So that's it for today guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more. Join our channel membership for some very cool perks and features. Join our Discord server for more discussions. This is Wonder WhyZ. See you all on the next one.